I've never played a Souls game. In fact, I've never played any story games since Sonic Adventure 2. But that changed when I found out that Elden Ring NightReign was a 3-player multiplayer experience. And being able to suffer with my friends together, I of course had to buy the game. Now, being the hyper-competitive gamer I am, and hearing people say the game is difficult, I didn't plan on rage quitting. So when the game released, I started my stream and told people how experienced I was in Souls games. Which was none.
Yeah, we already lost.
Anyways, here's how I won. So I started the game like everyone would and picked a class that looked cool instead of functional, which was Iron Eye. Then I queued into a match with my squad. One of us knew what we were doing. And it wasn't me. Right now seems to be a good time to explain how NightReign works. It is a multiplayer Dark Souls roguelike where you boot into a match, and these cool eagle things drop you off at a random part of the map. Afterwards, you beat up mobs to level up, gain loot, and die a lot. And while you're doing all this, the Fortnite storm will close until you're in the last circle and fight the end of the day boss. And the first boss killed us. So we booted up again.
And made it to the final boss, the dragon dog things, and he killed us. So, tried again, and again, and again.
And we beat the dragon after 16 hours of excruciating gameplay.
Oh my god, it only took my entire Saturday.
And with our first boss defeated and our newly acquired confidence and love for the game, we went straight to our next challenge, the Gaping Japing Jipling Jaw. And let me tell you, he would clap our cheeks. We lost over and over and over. And he actually beat us so bad, he fried my PC, and we lost the recordings of him, but here's the victory screen in shorts format. So after that, we ended up having to fight the sentient pest, and this is how it went.
The moth would hit me with projectiles, I shoot him with arrows. Then the moth would hit me again and I'd fire more arrows. Later, I even got hit by the scorpion by a lunge attack. Finally, after a while, the moth and scorpion combined and charged me and my team. With a combination of brute strength and magic fireballs, me and Elden Freak were knocked. And luckily my teammate had their ult, so we both got rezzed. After being rezzed, I fired more arrows and more arrows and more arrows. Eventually he charged me and I avoided most of the damage, but the scorpion's earthbending got me down to 1 HP. Nearly taking me out, but I lived and healed up and fired more arrows, until he went down.
After fighting that majestic duo, it was Augur's turn next. But he was really easy and doesn't really do anything besides sleep and use jellyfishes. So we got him too.
Next up is Libra.
What is interesting about this fight is that you can make deals with him and make it more difficult or easier to fight him depending on what choices are available to you.
I desire a flask. Sacrifice maximum HP as payment? No. Want power of a demon. Offer a hand in battle.
Overall, most of them aren't very helpful and most of the time actually make the fight harder, but it does make the game more fun. And let me tell you, this ugly goat dude was tough F. He has crazy magic spells and just spams them. And if you let him get in his bubble
and charge up into his Super Saiyan form, he's going to AoE spam you until your entire screen is yellow.
So we died.
God damn it.
Terry just got hit and I also took damage when Terry got hit.
No, he just has crazy range. Oh my god.
Again and again and again and again.
This guy casts an ability, and while that ability is going, what are these gold things on the floor?
No.
Eventually, after finally learning our lesson and figuring out that we can pop the bubbles,
Oh, I shattered it. Oh, he's mad. Oh, fuck.
we devised a plan to save our ults for when he goes into his bubble and popping him out to avoid his Super Saiyan form. So we did this, and he charged me, rushed me, and I just kept firing arrows at him and kept firing arrows at him. Eventually, he catches me mid-arrow fire and puts AoE at my feet, and it blows up my health bar. I try to heal, and he catches me healing and blows me up again. Now with the enemy's health low, my teammates clean it up, and we win. Maybe I got carried, but if you think about it, I was the IGL, so we wouldn't have won without me. Technically, I carried them, if we really think about it. And that brings us to today's sponsor,
Me. This is my first Souls-like, and I really enjoyed making this video and playing this game. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and thumbs up the video. It helps me as a creator know what kind of content to make in the future, and also allows you to see more content that you enjoy from me. Anyways, back to the video. With the brick wall removed, our next challenge was the Dark Drift Knight. This guy is much easier than Libra, and we really just used lightning weapons and hit him with a lightning weapon barrage until he fell over. Next up was the Ice Dragon. This fight was a little bit different. It didn't feel like he was ever really hitting us, but more so chipping away at our health bars. He would breathe frost breath at me and I would fire arrows. He would throw rocks at me, I'd get hit, then return more arrow fire. Eventually we took him down and the majestic Ice Dragon was defeated.
Now this didn't feel like a win when I defeated him. I felt like the antagonist in this situation, with the sad music and the poor dragon being on the back foot the entire time. This was not a W, chat. It felt like we killed Harambe again. Rest in peace, Ice Dragon. Now time for the final boss. We booted back up into the game to prepare for the final battle, collecting flasks, defeating bosses, clearing out the castle, and with our team leveled up and prepared to fight whatever was on the other side of the door, we charged into battle. With the battle commencing, I open up the fight firing arrows. While my teammates give him back shots, we chip him down. And I just keep firing. He countered with a lunge and knocked me down. But I got back up and continued firing until his health bar turned black. When we thought we had just defeated him,
he brought us into his domain, where he had new abilities, a new health bar, and most importantly, my least favorite attack, projectiles.
Fired more arrows, he lunged at me with his sword, he hit me but I was still up. When I was recovering he went for a downward stab that I thought I had avoided, but the AoE caught me knocking me down and forcing my teammate to ult and res me. When I got up I was greeted by a rage-baiting chatter who basically pulled my attention away, and while I was pulling the string of my bow back to fire one gnarly, nasty, gigantic big one, the beast lunges at me and takes me down.
I'm reading my chat and you're telling me to, oh man, if you ever played the other Dark Souls game, you should have just, you should just treat him like this guy. No, dude, this is my first Dark Souls game.
And slowly me and my team crumble under the pressure and the Night Lord takes us out one by one, crushing our dreams and forcing us back into the lobby. But that doesn't mean we are giving up. We booted up again, defeated more bosses, collected more loot, and made it to the door again. He destroyed us. At this point, it was getting pretty late and decided we would do one more run before calling it and going to sleep. The Dream Run. We landed in the game, collected flasks, collected loot, defeated bosses, cleared the castle, made it back to the door, prepared, hyped, and with our newfound understanding of the boss. We didn't plan on leaving without his head. We pushed open the door and took down his first phase with ease.
Next, we prepared for his second phase. Knowing his attack patterns, we did more damage than before.
We're attacking him when he's stuck in animation, and we chipped a third of his health down. After that, he got mad and decided to use new magic projectiles. They hit at weird intervals, and he catches me with one of them, knocking me down. Immediately, Cena revives me, and I get back up to continue fighting.
I avoid his saucers, dodge his lunge, then revive Cena. After this, he ripped a hole in the domain and causes the ground to start erupting.
What is this again? Okay. Nuke. Ulting.
Why is it all like that?
Projectile.
We end up knocking him down, and this is where most players make mistakes. We all calm to be patient and wait for our next opening and not get caught trying to rush the fight.
No way.
Don't get greedy, don't get greedy.
Don't get greedy, don't get greedy. Projectile. Spin. Throw. One more. Fuck!
I still ended up getting caught trying to rush the fight, forcing me to sit, watch, and hope that my teammates pull through. I watch them struggle, almost die, and eventually Elden Freak recognizes that the beast is weak to frisbees. So he frisbee spammed him until he was no longer with us, taking the Night Dork down and winning the game.
And that's how we did it. After hours of pain, emotional damage, and questioning every life decision that led me to this moment, I can proudly say we clapped the Night Dork's cheeks. Was I carried? Maybe. Did I fire an unhealthy amount of arrows into every living
and undead creature we saw? Absolutely. But this was more than just a win, it was a spiritual awakening in the worst way possible. So, if you enjoyed watching me suffer for content, drop a like saying RIP Ice Dragon with the wilted rose emoji so I know you made it to the end, and hit subscribe so you don't miss our next boss fight or emotional breakdown. Until next time, keep dodging, keep rolling, and keep dying.